Jeff Sica is with us. He follows Amazon. Now, Jeff, I got to tell you that one of our guests on the program last week, Mark Mahaney, he says that Amazon's going to go to $4,300 by the end of the year. That's way up from where it is now. I don't think you agree with that, do you? So you tell me, what's wrong with Amazon and how far down is it going?
No, you know what, Stuart? A lot of people think it's going to go to 4,000 because a lot of people are just giddy over their revenue number, which is over $135 billion annually. Amazon does close to $400 billion in revenue. But the reason why I don't share that gentleman's opinion is because Amazon operates on very low margins. The reason why it declined as much as it did was because of a number called free cash flow, which basically means the money they have to spend in order to achieve the earnings that they achieve. That number has been contracting. And now what Amazon is facing on Thursday is they have to step forward and essentially tell the investment world what they anticipate the effects of higher labor costs and inflation are going to be on their margins. So I think Amazon, that I've liked for a lot of years, Stuart, as you know, I think Amazon is headed for a tough time. I think the easy money has been made in this stock.
Last week, Microsoft and Apple both reported. Both had very strong reports, no question about it. And some would say that they helped put a floor under the NASDAQ. Well, what do you make about this week's earnings from Google, Facebook, and Amazon? You don't think it'll do a floor under the market?
No, and I think, Stuart, last week with Apple and Microsoft, those numbers blew what's left of my hair back. They were spectacular. Now what we have with Facebook, with Google, and Amazon reporting this week is we have three companies that are facing challenges. Now you take Google. Google has to show that they're transitioning to more cloud-based revenue, and then Facebook Metaverse has to show that this gamble that they're making on augmented reality and virtual reality is paying off. So I think that we've seen the best earnings out of tech that we're going to see. Now we're going to see earnings that are going to be challenging. And keep in mind, it's not so much the number they report, it's what they say in their conference call. What you're going to have is a very uncertain environment with inflation being at a 40-year high, with everything that's going on geopolitically. These companies are not going to step out of their and say that things are peachy keen in the future. They're going to step out and say there's not a lot of transparency, and they're worried.
We consider ourselves warned, Jeff Sica. Good stuff. We'll see you again soon, Jeff. Thanks very much indeed. All right.